What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another video. That is right. Nothing has changed. We're still using the same deck, grinding it out. It's too late in the season to change up any kind of decks. I highly recommend not doing that as well. I've done it many seasons and I've tilted, and then I went back to what I was doing before, even though I felt like it was not working, and have just grinded it out and fought through the tilt and got back up in previous seasons as well. Just shout out to my homie Rebel. He just absolutely just crushed it just a second ago. Let's see. He beat Paul for his new personal best. He's rocking a very interesting deck. We'll just go on ahead and highlight my homie. Rebel is. I'm so glad he's joined our clan. Since we created this, whenever Alpha broke off, and then just whatever was left joined with Genesis to make synergy. Rebel has been my homie. He's made me a greater player just having him around. He's always been on par with me as far as our battles have gone. I mean, he's always my go-to guy to talk strategy and deck creations. Great player as well. He was streaming on Twitch for a little bit. I don't think that he's actually doing that much anymore. He's going back to school full time and everything else. So his knight just is kind of like another ice golem. It's very interesting. So pretty practically, he's using that instead of archers, and then instead of the tombstone in my deck, he's using Inferno. So me and him used to always rock our Inferno decks. Whenever me and him had a similar deck, I was using Lightning. He was using Fireball. If you want to look at my previous videos, that was kind of a similar deck that me and him were both running. He started using Knight, and then I kind of went in a different direction. Just kind of found something that worked for me. Once I got max, once I finally got my Ice Golem max via challenges, that was really able and key to our decks, because really the Ice Golem up top is really not usable until you do have it maxed. Just because of the high usage of the Skarmy and and everything else. Because if the Ice Golem explodes, guys, it's going to take the minion horde down to a zap. It's going to completely kill everything there. And as you guys can see, as I talked about previously in other videos, whenever you see a bowler, make sure that you push the other lane. Apply pressure. If anything, you're going to chip away at another tower. You can always come back to the other tower. It's just applying pressure and splitting up a push, because the whole idea behind a giant bowler push is actually to get that 9 million elixir down one lane. And the glory of fast and speedy hog decks is that you can get to a tower nice and quick. So the giant is going to be addressed. He takes 9,000 hours to get down there, so you have plenty of time to go over there and do that. The Mega Minion should have survived. Normally a Mega Minion does survive here, and the Ice Golem is going to push back the Musketeer, which Musketeer will end you. And the Ice Golem is such a great card. It's a great distraction card. Here Rebel's kind of in a pinch, but he can't put down his Lightning. The Inferno did get a little bit of a nerf where he's going to go on ahead and distract over there. That was pretty stupid Lightning, unless he just wanted to go on ahead and just get some chip damage here. Right now it's looking a little bleak. Rebel goes on ahead and puts an aggressive Hog Rider down on the right hand side. I guess they're always aggressive Hog Riders. And look at that tower damage. It's 400 a hammer. Now it's about tied the game up, in my opinion. The Ice Spirit is going to stop the Mega Minion dead in the tracks. At this point, Rebel is not looking good. He's got a big push here, but that giant is going to stop everything. The tower is locked onto his Mega Minion. Look at that, guys. The bowler locked onto the knight, and the hog went around it. That was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. I wish I could cheer in a replay, but I've already just told him how I'm impressed. And yeah, that's my homie, just killing it. Armichi is he's been rocking this bowler control deck. This used to be a deck that everybody used a while back ago. Looks like it's got 3 spells in it. Just chip away and then try to get value with the Fireball. It's another really good deck against a really solid opponent. Pong is just an awesome player. He went back to, it looks like, kind of some of his traditional deck that he's using. So yeah, instead of the Skarmy, that deck is really good deck as well. But guys, we went back. This is their deck. This is what we're ending the season on. Season. Man, I'm sounding, my country's coming out. All right, guys. So we are currently. That's kind of crazy. I was ahead of Vega or whatever, and we have same trophies. And I was just at number 15 a minute ago, and I'm not even sure what is going on. I pushed last night. I think I was number 12. So this is kind of where we're at. So if we hit battle one time, guys, we will be into the top 10. But here's the thing, guys. What counters this deck really hard that I'm realizing is Royal Giant. Royal Giant is a pain. That doesn't mean I'm going to lose to Royal Giant. I beat the Royal Giant most of the time. But yeah, so I mean, just one Royal Giant, I lose 45 million trophies, and if I win, I get 15 trophies. We get up in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to dedicate the rest of my day playing in the leaderboards. We might hit battle. I don't know. I really feel like I want to. So we're just going to go on ahead and showcase. My buddy is using a similar deck like this in challenges. Bren, he went 24-0 with a version of this. I think he was using archers instead of the minions. Really, really solid deck. Great challenge deck. So yeah, that's awesome. Garrett's a great player. He changed up the deck that we're using and was countering with the cannon very, very well. His deck actually countered mine, just having a cannon instead of the instead of that. So because you can the log. I mean, if you play a well-placed log, then you're in a really good situation. So we're gonna go on ahead and look at the giant bowler deck. We might go through the bait deck. But we're going to scroll on down to, oh guys, so check this out. So the deck that I had earlier that I just did a video on, I beat Nova Mexi with. We're going to go on ahead and showcase that one here in a minute. Now, I really actually like the miner over the hog because you're able to do chip damage regardless. So you're able to chip away on that tower. Hog is more of a big time push. You're going to be able to knock it out. So I wasn't able to get to his tower. Fireball doesn't beat down the barbarian hut. We got lucky. I think we caught Mexi. Actually, I don't know. Was able to handle that one pretty well, actually. My buddy Pompeo, this is a good match. Sometimes he tells me that I tilt him or whatever, but he is a great player. And everything else. There's no way at any means dogging or making fun of Pompeo. The dude's the homie, great player. There's just the clutch something that goes on at the end of the video. So I really wanted to show that. I asked him too if he wouldn't mind. I was like, he's like, I don't care. He's like, it's like, make sure to title it, "You beat the great Pompeo" or something like that. I don't know. He's a funny dude, great player. Whenever tournaments were actually really good tournaments, Pompeo was always a top player in those tournaments. So he puts down his Inferno. We're still not sure what he is using yet, has not exposed any of his cards. We're playing him very slow. He is a smart player. And so we set up a Mega Minion in the back, waiting for him to respond. He puts down his Ice Golem and split up some archers in the back. We're both playing very, very slow, and angry faces are because he is playing so slow. Do not know what he has. These are kind of some key essential ingredients that a lot of decks have been being featured in here lately. A lot of people, archers are super popular, Tombstone, Log, Ice Golem, and everything else. So Pompeo gets his complete setup here. We get the Ice Golem in here. We go on ahead and target over there, and we are able to take down the Expo. I did not think that my Mega Minion was going to live through that, just to be honest. So put down the hog in. We know that we need to get some kind of damage. We're going to go on ahead and Fireball. The great thing about the Fireball, too, is they're not only doing damage to the Mega Minion that's going to cause great damage to anything as shut down a hog or anything like that. We're doing tower damage, taking care of the Mega Minion, and it's also going to push him back. So I don't believe that he can actually attack whenever it's getting pushed back. I don't know if you guys ever seen Fireball's really, really clutch. I've hit miners before and it went and retargeted other things. I really like the knockback effect. It's pretty cool. So he puts down his Skarmy. He's going to completely annihilate everything. We're going ahead and hit the logs, so we're going to get value with the Ice Spirit. And You know what? This is weird, guys. I thought this was kind of a misplay on Pompeo's part. That, you know, most of the time whenever you play these like control decks or whatever, normally they play on the side with the least amount of health. I understand what Pompeo was trying to do there. You know, he's like, okay, well, he's setting up on this side, he's gonna put on his troops, maybe I can catch him off guard. But I've noticed that, you know, like whenever you're playing a Mortar deck, or you're playing a Expo deck, or you're playing a giant bowler deck, yeah. So we're at that point. We're just trying to chip away with fireballs, trying to break through and do a little prediction fireball there. Didn't work out as best as I thought. But a lot of these decks, they end up defending on the side that you have the most damage on. So I saw that Pompeo was not actually doing that. I'm pretty sure that if he would have put that on that side, you know, it would have been playing for a tie or whatever. But yeah, he's getting frustrated. His Expo's not working out for him, and that's you know, that happens. So we went ahead and put our Ice Golem in front of the Hog. We put our archers down to push that on there, and by the time that I can get my log down, we're still away. But at this point, we're 2 fireballs away. The only thing we have to do is get a good cycle in, or get a hog or 2 hits in, or just 1 hog hit in. Like, he's gonna play great defense. At this point now, I've realized that I just need to go on ahead, play good defense, make sure that I'm not losing to something crazy here, and cycle back to our fireball. So we sit there and roll down our log. We're sitting here waiting. This fireball's taking 9,000 hours, and I thought that I tied. I didn't, and that's what I said. Wow, I was frustrated, and I was like, okay, I got this tower down, and now I'm going to tie because I beat him. And then the wow was obviously for that. He did DM me on Twitter afterwards, and we talked for a hot minute, and we said good game. But yeah, that was the clutchest fireball with 1 second left to go. We were able to secure that victory. Crazy win. You also made it on TV. We can go on ahead and break that down. Against a Mortar deck that I think this is yeah, this is all crap that is playing this. Actually a pretty good dude. I like the guy. Nice dude. He hasn't had any luck on winning on TV, but I remember when I was in Alpha, that Guanek, he's always been a top player. And I was level 12 at the time. I was the highest level 12 in the world. Me and Sasano would trade that off back and forth. But yeah, me and Guanek, I think that guy was a Guanek. Yeah, what am I trying to say here? Come on, brain, let's work. All right, need to drink some more coffee. Guanek would, I think he lost like 10 on TV in a row, and like the poor guy was not able to do anything. That was a great push on his part. He knew that we spent a bunch of elixir, not sure what our cards was, so he decided to test the waters to see where we were at. We were able to defend that well. I thought we were going to lose that tower. We were able to get down the Ice Golem at the very last second. So yeah, Guanek has lost a ton on TV, and then he started winning a bunch. My homeboy, no-name kid that's in our clan, I think he lost like 6. And then he finally got his win. I mean, like I was feeling bad. I'm like, can a guy like catch a break? So you know what? Guess what? We all lose games, whatever. So you know, GG and all that. He decides to go on ahead and go for the tombstone. I'm not really sure about that play. If I was him, I probably just went ahead and chipped away at the tower instead of doing that. I learned a long time ago using Miner that. I learned a long time ago using Miner that you just want to go on ahead and keep chipping at the tower that you're going after. So that was a pretty decent push on his part. I needed to use an actual Ice Spirit there. I don't know, maybe that's overplay, but the one little Skelly, one little Larry man will stick it to you. I mean, he'll do like I can't remember what his damage count is, but at that level, I think it's, you know, almost 100 damage a pop. By the way, an Ice Golem explosion and a fireball will completely annihilate barbarians. So, you know, trying to get in a fireball there. But at this point, guys, he's actually got me. We just need one good push, and that's the thing about the Hog Rider. You're never down until you're down. You're not down until you're done. Just don't lose faith. So we're doing prediction fireballs here, trying to get value. You know, not just, we're trying to kill the mortar, but we're also trying to get its barbs. So we go ahead and put our archers down, throw down some support to take care of the barbarians. Little mini Hulk Hogan's, get down our mega minions so we can keep our archers alive. He realizes we got a big push over here and we spend a bunch of elixir. We go on ahead and fireball there. So he was playing that very, very smart. But you know, we're able to take down the tower here at this part, and that was a GG. Well played, dude. It was really tight, but he didn't. I guess he decided at the very end that, you know, he was gonna go all or nothing instead of sit there and play a tie out. So I have nothing but respect for that, because I tell you what, you can look through my stuff and there's so many people. Rebel was me and him were talking about that. We're like very frustrated about people that are just sitting there playing for ties. It sucks. It sucks. I mean, don't hate me when you say this, but I hate watching soccer when you ends a game in a tie. Like whenever I do watch soccer. So yeah, that's very annoying. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know. So we're gonna go on ahead and highlight the Nova Mexi deck. Since we did this in the previous video, and it completely counters my deck. 110% almost completely counters it, yet we were still able to get a win there. The fireball log will take care of the three musketeers. And here's the thing, guys, at 2.8 elixir versus the deck that he's running, I think it's 4.1 or 4.3 range-ish. I can't really remember. So that was kind of a weird push. He had the archers riding in with the hog. He's going to go on ahead and push all that back. He gets one hog hit in, almost none, and he completely misses our mega minion. Sweet. So that is at least going to tank for a hot minute. No zap in my deck, so couldn't retarget. If I could have zapped there, that would have been pretty cool. Ice Spirit came in clutch. He went on ahead and hit him there, and was able to get a few hammers in with the hog, and we'll take that all day. Not knowing still what deck he has at this point. Now we see finally the Barbarian Hut for the first time, and the angry face is like, oh man, that's the angry face that everybody does. So, you know, whenever anybody sees a hut, I tell you what, this deck is just frustrating because I mean there's so much HP on that Barbarian Hut. But if you can get a good solid push in and be able to take all that out, didn't get a hit on the Barbarian Hut, that would have been nice. Wasn't able to, but did want to go on ahead and take care of those archers. That's still a good value. The archers are really going to do it. Barbs are easy, very easy to counter. But the thing is what you're going to throw with the barbs. So that's essentially what you're going to do with the push. He still hasn't dropped down his three musketeers because this deck is going to keep the pressure on you. Always put down the ice golem in front to tank for anything there. We're going to go on ahead and get 2 hits in here, I believe. Yes. Almost 3 hits. The fireball comes in clutch, and the archers are going to chip out that tower. So the archers are low-key OP because, you know what, they can't be killed by the log, and that's why you're seeing so much usage here. So we do have the archers in the back. We're going to go on ahead and log here, and then we're going to put down our ice golem to stop everything. Mega minions are going to completely shut that down. Guys, I do not have a problem at all with this deck to shut down 3 musketeers. I mean, you can put an ice golem, a tombstone, and an ice spirit or something like that, and that's it. So, you know, whatever you got, you can throw in front of them. The problem is with this deck is that he never was able to get a full push on it, or maybe he did not know how to do this. But the whole key ingredient to the Barbarian Hut 3 Musketeer combos is being able to push 2 lanes. So he was never able to get that complete full setup. You know, I get it. It seemed like he was more focused in on the hog. Maybe he's more of a hog user type guy, and then he saw this deck and wanted to give it a go. Not completely sure, but GG anyway. So I wanted to showcase that. Now we're going to get back into... We're going to go to the Soul Hong. We could maybe... Let's squeeze in 2 more videos. We're going to close in 2 more videos because I want to do the Golem deck as well. Sorry, this is a long video. I'm drinking coffee. I am enjoying myself today. Not super stressed out yet since we're not, you know, we had a little luck last night pushing up. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if I actually want to deal with it, but I'll tell you what, if I get one more game in and get into the top 10, I will be completely done for the day. That's all I want is maybe one more game that would probably secure a top 15 win for the season. I am seeing some of the Nova accounts raise up, but I know that some of the Arab Union guys have put together quite the team this season to try to beat Nova, and even amidst whatever they do. So yeah, so was able to go on ahead and obviously defeat his push. Didn't take any damage. Bowler is extremely annoying, but we're gonna go on ahead and push the other lane. No, we're not pushing the other lane. My bad. So still, a fireball was able to do that much damage. We were able to distract them. We only took one bowl there. Still not able to do that. I was going to push the other lane right there, but whenever I did see that the bowler was going to lock on and put the Mega Minion with that push there, I decided to go on ahead and had to distract. So that was a defensive measure just to put the hog down, not a I want to go on ahead and chip out the tower. So we're just kind of waiting here for biding our time. We're stuck on defense for right now. Sometimes that's what you have to do. Yeah, that was probably not the greatest play on his part, but whatever. Now we know he's broke, so we know that a lone hog rider, bad log on my part. Probably should just, I don't know, let it go there. We probably were able to get an extra hit, so 1,600 and change versus 1,200, whatever. Probably been 1,700 because then those little skeletons actually are like, they, like I said, they're do low-key damage. So he puts down a giant bowler on that side. We're going to go on ahead and put down our hog. We're going to get one hit, almost one hit. We did get the fireball on there, chip it away, and we don't have his whole entire push over here. We do know he has lightning at this point. We're going to go on ahead and use the ice golem as distraction. Mega Minion's going to go on ahead and clean up. Mega Minion's going to kill and beat down the bowler. And now we're going to get the hog pushing on the other side, where we got our log ready for the tombstone. He goes on ahead and zaps that. He sends 8 elixir there to stop. So we got him completely in elixir here. We're going to catch him broke. So here comes our big push. Got a ice golem, Mega Minion. We're going to go on ahead and send down the hog behind that fireball. Send down the log, and at this point, it doesn't even matter, guys. Only thing we need to do is cycle back to our fireball and our log, and it's a GG if we can defend off this push here. So we got max health here, but he has a lot of his troops, and like I said, guys, it's all about splitting up and breaking up his troops. We're just going to go on ahead and ignore his entire push. It does not matter because that is the ball game. So you still have to play stellar defense, guys, but if you guys can see there, he was still able to get some solid pushes together, but we were able to defend well, and then we were also able to keep pressure on the other lane. So it doesn't always go how you think, and you can't sit here and say every situation is going to end up being like this, that, and the other, but you know what, it's all good in the hood. You just kind of deal with whatever the hand is dealt to you. Let's have max elixir here. I know that Surreal was using a golem deck. I think I saw a play or something of his earlier. See, a lot of players, guys, if they're using the same deck, you kind of have the upper hand on them. But you know what? Sometimes I don't even have a problem just sending down a naked hog right off the back, just to kind of pick out what they got. So sometimes you want to see what they're going to have, and if they can reveal the hand. And as you can see here, guys, we almost have that down 1,000 damage. Almost. My math's not that good. It's I guess 800 or... Well, it's about 1,000 damage. Alright. So we going ahead and log that. Ice Golem still hit on here. Take that Golem. Alright, we're going to get 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits, and the tower. So guys, that is the thing about the Golem. It's not that big and scary. It is scary, and you do have to deal with it. Surreal had a bad log there. That's why he went ahead and said, oops. You definitely want to hit that there. We're going to take a little bit of explosion damage here. We're at 30. Yeah, we didn't do that much damage. not that big of a deal. Still going to live here, and now he's going to have to defend the other lane. Guys, this is the thing here too. These decks that have giant pushes here, this is what you do, and this is what I was talking about earlier about the Expo and the Mortar decks and everything else. This is where these decks get really, really tough. Is that, look at that, Ice Golem still targeted. Here come now. But you got to be very careful on these decks because their whole intentions here is to get their big push down one lane. So once you take an early tower, that's all fine and dandy, but sometimes things get a little bit rough with that. I much prefer using, just going on ahead and playing great defense. This deck is not, I mean, it's really good at defense, and you know, but the thing is it's really hard to push. And you're just kind of throwing everything out there when you are defending one of these giant pushes. Like, literally, not a giant push, but like one of their big pushes. You guys get what I'm talking about. I really probably didn't even need to send the log on there. It doesn't matter. We're going to go on ahead and probably might have ended up in an extra hit, but it only looked like it clipped one of that. So we were able to take that down there. But I have lost some games on this deck where I took an early tower and that was it, because they were still able to get giant pushes. You know, they're all-in approach push, but that's not going to be good enough. The time's expiring. It's a good game. Mistakes were made, but the thing is, like I said, guys, the Golem cost 8. So you know what? I beat Golem decks. I beat this Golem decks all the time because I do play them in challenges a lot. I'm probably 95% against them. I do lose to them occasionally, 90% against them. Yeah, so I mean, it's just to keep up, apply pressure, and just keep stabbing at it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If I get back at it, I will highlight, you know, what happened and everything else. But currently, as it stands right now, whoa, oh my God. We just went down to 19 just while I was talking. So I'm not sure right now. If I don't even play, we'll probably be in a top 30, maybe top 40 at worst. So if it starts happening if it starts getting really, really bad, if I get knocked out by like 30 or something like that, I am going to go on ahead and battle. So that's kind of where we stand right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was an extra long one. I did just have some props to get out there to the homie, and I had some good replays and some funny matches and a couple tips I think I threw in there for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And thank you guys so much for all the thank you so much for all the subscribes. I cannot thank you guys enough. Thanks for putting in those great and awesome words and comments. Like I said, I'm not making any money off of this, so your praise and your thanks and attaboys and everything else is highly appreciated. Put a thumbs up on it if you enjoyed the video, and thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time. Peace.